So all the animals that we have here are native to the Mojave, and so we're trying to show all their unique adaptations, how they survive the desert conditions we have here. We're trying to set up all the displays and make them as natural as possible. And so one of the good key indicators for us, knowing that we're doing a good job and we're achieving that, is if we start seeing breeding and then we see successful breeding.
Over several months this spring, zoologist Thomas O'Toole began to see increased breeding behavior and then positive signs that 2 female desert iguanas were carrying clutches of eggs.
We see them start to enlarge, their bellies look a little bit fuller. We'll also notice breeding coloration, their weights are increasing. Those are kind of the first signs. And from the time that the eggs start to form until they deposit the eggs is maybe 40 to 50 days. And then at that point, that's when they'll start digging and drop the eggs.
During that time, they may have been eating steadily for as many as 8 eggs, but then, just as suddenly, they'll stop when they're ready to deposit them.
The clutch size could be anywhere from say 2 to 8 eggs. And they're really, depositing that many eggs, producing that many eggs, because they're trying to increase their chances of survivorship to pass on these offspring and increase the gene pool, basically.
The last act of the mother iguana's prenatal care is to dig a hole where she can deposit the eggs so they will be warm and well hidden, except from the expectant eyes of the living collection staff.
So when you're incubating reptile eggs, it's very temperature dependent. So what we did is we had them about 89 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and at that temperature it took about 60 days before the eggs hatched.
Then, within hours of hatching, the 3 brand new baby iguanas were being fed mealworms and creosote flowers, measured snout to vent, weighed, and even put on limited display by the proud caretakers.
As they grow, then they can be rotated, on and off exhibit. That just increases the number of specimens we have.
Along with a number of excited visitors who will be educated about the life cycle of the desert iguana in the next best thing to their natural desert environment.